Hey everybody, this is Darkseid Lee here, and like I said, this is released the Snyder Cut. Every time you see this, this is gonna be about the release in the Snyder Cut. Now, one of the big things that I've seen already on the internet is um, about the 214, and I've heard some videos out there. A couple of people are making the argument that we should fight for another version of the cut. That this was a compromised version. I'm going say the F what? Hell the F no. This 214 is what Snyder talked about, and that's the one that we should be very happy with. He's okay with it. If he didn't want it, he wouldn't be trying to talk about it. He wouldn't be trying to fight for this. I mean, if it was a 5 hour cut he's fighting for, he would fight for it. But he feels that the 214 cut is the one that we all should see. He's happy for us to want to look at it. Then I am good with it. I think that Zack Snyder deserves that benefit of the doubt. I think all of us should be very happy that he's even doing this. So I think that we should all keep fighting for that version of the cut. 214 is a good amount for this type of a movie, and especially his part 2 and 3 got completely kiboshed, and he needed to try to wrap this all up in one whole movie. So 3.5 hours is more, to me, is more than enough to try with Zack Snyder's visual storytelling principles. He could be able to pull it all off. He could be able to pull it off and give us a lot of conclusions and finales to a lot of these characters. Now, I don't want to mix any. I don't want to have any mixed reviews about this. I will love for this man to come back. I would love for this man to give me the 5 hour cut. But let's be realistic. Let's also be a little bit more temperamental. Let's not be temperamental about it. I'm sorry. Let's not be temperamental about it. Let's give Zach the benefit of the doubt. Let's give Zach the courtesy of at least giving us the cut that he wants to give us. So I personally do not understand or know why the heck would any one of us want to tell him what the cut that I want to see. I mean, this man has been through a lot of crap from the old guard of DC and WB. He had his project completely snipped into bits and pieces and put together by a 3 year old and presented with his name on it, and it got a fan base completely at each other's throats, and also screwed over two directors in their version of the movies, and almost and in some ways screwed over Henry Cavill, because now this poor guy has to fight extremely hard and kiss so much ass just to get back the role that he deserves to have. Ben Affleck got completely ran out of DC movies because of stupid fans. Ray Fisher got his whole completely movie story arc got screwed, and Ezra Miller has to wait for almost another year for his movie to start producing. Poor Jason Momoa, his whole movie got completely pulled back because of what the heck is going on, and Gal has to honestly bend the knee for no apparent reason, even though her movie was one of the most revered movies, and it had legitimate criticism. There were some people that shielded it. But the movie was still a pretty good movie regardless. It was solid throughout Act 1 to 2, but 3 was just horrendous. Aquaman is whatever you feel. The movie was solid. The movie was solid from beginning to end. It felt like the way it was in the beginning, and it felt the same in the very end. It didn't feel like it was a 2-bit video game. It actually, and also the characters were not out of the nowhere. Like Orm was as powerful as he always was. So was Black Manta. Arthur was as powerful as he always is. Well, you gave him the trident of Atlan, the true trident of Poseidon. He was able to command the seven seas. He was able to command all ocean life throughout the whole ocean, and he was interlinked with it, and it amplified his ability to talk to fish. Are you freaking kidding me? The dude is extraordinarily powerful, and he got screwed. He got screwed too. And there's no reason for all of this. We should have gotten that movie and let us decide what it is. I mean, I'm always for directors' visions. I also understand that studios have to protect their investments. But the thing here is that Zack Snyder got his movies completely snipped and cut into ribbons and got put together like got put together like a freaking a jigsaw puzzle, and it made no sense. Sorry, excuse me. It made absolutely no sense. So Zach is doing everything he possibly can without getting a whole bunch of litigation on him. He's just talking to the fan base and he's telling us that the 214 cut is the cut that he wants out. We should all be happy with that. For anybody to start talking about that we should fight for another cut, go screw yourself. Go away. We don't want that. We want the cut that Zach is saying, this is the cut I want you all to see. This is the movie that I did. That's all we should be happy about. Zack Snyder is talking about this cut, not a 5-hour cut. He presented that. Even he wanted to snip that down. This man knows type of movie he knows the movie he wants to do, and he knows the time length that it would take to give a pretext to the story that he developed. So it's not like he is not like he is a horrendous storyteller. He's a great storyteller. The man knows exactly what the heck he's doing. So he's also brought out his t-shirts and merch talking about the hit Zack Snyder's Justice League. A lot of people are buying the merch. I'm very happy with that. I do not have the money to buy it right now. A lot of stuff got tied up. I got a whole bunch of personal things to take care of, so I cannot afford it. Other than that, I would have bought a hoodie and I would have bought a t-shirt. End of story. I would have bought it, but I don't. So I can't. I would love to put my money into it, but I don't. So if this is around after Christmas, great. I will buy some. End of story. But apparently it's not, so I can't. So one of another thing is he made a lot of talks about what actually there's a lot of talks about what's going to happen with this cut after we get it. We shouldn't jump up for joy. We shouldn't dance. We should all bring a sigh of relief. That's the way I would do it. A sigh of relief should be more than enough to tell the people at DC that thank you for giving us this cut. We believe in DC and we want the best for DC. And we hope that you guys understand that don't lie to us. Don't give us false advertisement and don't try to hide this movie away when it should be seen by everybody. It's not a horrendous movie. These casting stars work their butts off. You know you screwed us and the fans. You know you screwed us out of the story that we needed to be told. And we feel that we shouldn't be ignored. We should not be ignored at all. And that is understandable. And I believe in that. The thing that I hope that a lot of us understands here is that DC does everything they possibly can to give us the best content as possible, but they have to talk to their overlords, and the overlords is AT&T and WB, and even WB has to talk to AT&T. So if AT&T is telling them keep moving forward, screw it, then the fault is going to lie on AT&T because they're the ones that's giving them the go ahead and money to move forward with a lot of their projects. So we have to see. We have to completely see what the heck is going to happen. I think that a lot of us should keep fighting for that Snyder cut. I think that the videos, the pictures that Zack Snyder is bringing out is mystifying. It's giving us more to this movie, and that's showing the bits and pieces he's showing. We can all I would say honestly almost build a damn movie ourselves. And I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that a lot of us just hold back and we wait and just keep the pressure going. And pretty soon we're gonna get on. Let me see, the 6-year anniversary of BVS. And that's when we should do that's when we should do another Justice League push. We should do another Justice League push because Batman vs Superman and also Batman v Superman and also Man of Steel, they were the pivoting movies that created Justice League. So I'm hoping that a lot of us just hold back and just wait. And also, you're gonna have people out there that's gonna sit there and say that Zack Snyder got fired. No, he wasn't fired. He walked away. because, and I don't care what anybody says. Um, and I'm at this point right now where I'm about to say I don't care. I don't care because the people that said that he's fired, they don't present enough evidence that shows it. And also if they fired him, they don't have to use his name. Just because he's director does not mean they have to use his name. He's fired. They don't have to put Zack Snyder's name on anything. Richard Donner created close to 40% of the movie. 40% of Superman 2. He was in the middle of framing Superman 2 because he was doing it all in one go because he wanted to be a sequel to the first Superman movie. That's fact. But they didn't. The second movie, they fired him and they put Lester's name all over it instead of Richard Donner. Because that means he's fired. They don't have to use his name. So if you're gonna try to tell people that he was fired, then why do they put his name on it? So you're telling me that the movie that they put out there, that's his movie. So you're telling me that Zack Snyder does goofy stuff like that in all of his movies. Where does he do goofy stuff like that in any of his movies? Point that out to me. Does he do that in 300? No. Did he do that in Batman vs Superman? No. He never made goofy scenes like Batman sitting there going, oh yeah, there's something bleeding. He never made Batman do that at all. He never made Batman stumble over his words. He made Batman Batman. Never. He never did that. Where does Zack's style have it where it's bright in one section of the movie, but it's dark and gritty in another? That makes absolutely no sense. So I mean, there are aspects that you can see it's Zack's style, and you can also see it's Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon does stupid stuff like that. So I disagree. And also, if he was fired again, they don't have to use his name. Just because he filmed, let's say he did film the whole movie and they fired him, they can do whatever they want with that film. They could do whatever they want with that film if they fired him. He didn't get fired. He walked away. He walked away. And that begs the question. That means if he walked away, then that means that also they can put his name on. They don't have to put his name on it either. No. No. That tells you something. That means that the movie was complete. Because if the movie wasn't complete, then and if Joss Whedon came in and had to refilm everything, guess what? That means that Joss Whedon should get more credit. But they don't want Joss Whedon to get credit because it's crap. They knew it was crap. So they slapped Zack's name on there so it would actually put more stink on his name. So stop. Stop. Okay, there's not, you guys cannot, anybody who says this, you cannot provide enough evidence to change my mind on it. I'm always willing to listen to new things, but there is no, whatever you're telling me is not enough evidence. Zack was never fired. He was never fired. He walked away. He walked away. Now, they can, if he was fired, that means that they have more than enough opportunity to change the whole movie and slap Joss Whedon's name on it, but they didn't do it. Now, again, what I'm saying, it can also be construed the same way. Like, okay, if you walked away them and they did that, then my defense is moot. No, both of our defenses are moot if you really think about it. He wasn't fired because that means he could slap his name on it. If he walked away, that means that they could slap whatever name also on there. But what I'm saying is that people are saying that no, he was fired. I go, no, he wasn't fired. He walked away. He walked away from the whole thing. Hell, the cast members even said no, he walked away. Everybody said he walked away from the set. He walked away from the movie because he knew the movie was finished. All you do is do some at least a couple of pickup shoots. Just put in the score and fix up the VFX. That's all they could have done in about 4 months. The movie would have been in the can 2 months before it needed to be released. There was nothing else they needed to do. But that movie was still on filming within 2 months. And fixing the VFX during the filming, the reshoots. So that tells you a lot. They were rush jobbing it. So like I said, you cannot tell me he was fired. He couldn't have been fired because that means that he has a legitimate lawsuit. They cannot take his movie, completely change it, and slap his name on it. Donner was fired. He was fired, and they slapped someone else's name on it. And you're trying to, and somebody's trying to say that, oh yeah, well he didn't film all the whole movie. Yeah, that makes sense. But if Zack got fired and the film was complete, then why they slap his name on it? When we knew that he had, when they told everybody to know he's in the middle of reshoots. Joss Whedon is reshooting things. He's doing all the he's doing the pickup shoots. Okay, that means they're changing aspects of the movie. They can't slap his name on it. If he was fired, they could do everything they want with that. If he walked away and all he had to do was just just do some pickup shoots, okay, that means that they can slap Zack's name on it and be perfectly fine. That means the movie was almost complete. That's my logic of it. If the movie was halfway into it, Zack wouldn't be talking about no 2 hour and 14 cut. He wouldn't have been talking about it. Like, no, I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it. But he says, no, I filmed everything. Movie's done. Movie was in the can. All I had to do was just basically pick a couple of pickup shoots and some ADR and put in the score and VFX. Done. Movie's done. That's legitimately 6 months. That's 6 months. They can easily get that done with 4. With Zack's with the people that work with Zack the most. Easy get that done. So I'm sorry, I don't agree with the people talking about that he got fired. Squash that, okay, whatever. But anything else? I mean, anything else you want to talk about? But I disagree. I completely disagree with him being fired. He was never fired because there's not enough evidence that could be concluded that he was fired. There really isn't. You can't fire somebody and then slap his name on a movie. You can't do that. Especially what happened with Richard Donner. Just because Richard Donner got fired, yeah, he got fired, and he only filmed 40% of his movie. Well, Zack filmed X amount, and they fired him, and they're going to slap his name on it? No, that makes no sense. That means that after that, they can do what the heck they want with that movie. They can refilm everything. Sorry, I mean, I disagree. So, I'm going to leave it there. Like, comment, share, subscribe down below. Hit the bell. Release that Snyder Cut. That is the only way we're going to get this movie out. Keep pushing. Keep clawing. Keep sending out the tweets. You know, I'm always there. I'm always with that releasing the Snyder Cut in spirit. I mean, I've told all you guys numerous times before. I got a day job. I have to have responsibilities. And Zack appreciates that. He knows that a lot of us, you know, have day jobs and we're fighting for that cut as much as we possibly can. This is my contribution to it, making these videos, making my opinions. And I think that Zack is quite possibly one of the greatest filmmakers of our generation. He's a futurist. He does films that a lot of us appreciated back in the longer days ago, but everyone wants everything commercialized today. Superheroes are commercialized, are commercialism to a lot of people, and I don't see that. I see these as great characters that deserves better representation. And same goes for Marvel. Marvel has great characters that does not need to be commercialized, but they want to commercialize these characters for people just to drop $40-$50 on a cup that has them on top of there, and they feel like they're a geek when they're not. You're a wagon banner. You jump on the wham wagon. You jump on the bandwagon. Sorry, there it is. There's the word. Wow. Shows how tired I am. Sorry. Yeah, people just jump on the bandwagon. And you got YouTubers out there that are speaking the negative, speaking how great the movie is, but then they talk crap about it two weeks later. Like, really? And then you got Jody's Corner. Who the hell cares about this guy? Who cares? This dude will swallow whatever the heck, whatever comes out of the teats of WB. These are the people that screw over movies because it's not made for them. That's fine. Go away. Not everything should be made for you. If you can't appreciate it, then don't watch it. As simple as that. So I'm hoping that a lot of us come together. I hope that this is the time that a lot of people come together with their family and their friends. I'm gonna be out of town for tomorrow. I hope that all of you have a great day with your family and friends. And I hope that Zack Snyder has a great Merry Christmas and his family has a great Merry Christmas. I know that they're missing one, but that she's in with them in spirit. I know it's a semi-sad day for his household because they're missing a person, but he's moving. He's making great movies. He has his his Army of the Dead movie coming out, which is gonna make gangbusters. Henry Cavill's Witcher is phenomenal. I suggest a lot of you watch it. We got Jason Momoa with his TV show movie coming out. I'm gonna watch it. Gal Gadot has Wonder Woman 84. I will watch it. Ben Affleck is moving on forward with his projects. I will watch them. Ezra Miller, I will watch it. And Ray Fisher, I hope great success for him too. I hope great success for all of them. And I hope that one day we get this cut. And when the time comes and a lot of us and we see them over at Comic Cons and even Ben, give this man the credit. Tell him, say, hey man, you got screwed. I understand, but I hope that you can forgive everyone's trespass, and we saw that cut, and we wish that you can come back and become Batman again. Just show to him. Just tell him, like, hey man, show that he knows that we know he got screwed, and we know that he knows that we got screwed, that he got screwed. He knows that we know that he got screwed. And we hope that he can forgive a lot of us for a lot of these people that were blinded. And that he can at least think about possibly coming back to DC. He doesn't have to come back as Batman. Come back and do a movie. Come back and do. I would love to see Ben Affleck do Green Arrow movie. I would love to see it. I think that he'll do a phenomenal job with the Green Arrow movie. I think he'll be. Oh God, give him the movie and let the man make the damn movie. Move away from him. Leave him the hell alone. That's what I want to see. I will. If he can't come back as Batman, have him come back as a director. I would love to see it. And I would love to see Zach come back. I would love to see Zach come back. But I think we have to wait until they start making movies and people are able to respect their movies and see how it grows. But I hope that Henry Cavill can get that Man of Steel 2 and he can move forward with his Superman. It's gonna get to a point where they're trying to hope that he will move on. That's what I'm thinking. I think that they're trying to push to have him move on, so they can move forward. Like the moment they hear Henry Cavill say, "No, I'm gonna kind of move on from this." That's when they go, now we got a Superman. Now we got a Superman in the works. We could do a Superman. They feel that his version of Superman is going to keep dividing fans. They're scared of it. That's the reason why I say right now that they can never make Superman relevant. Superman cannot be relevant to our time because you got people that love Superman. You got people that are okay with Superman. You got other people that say we want this version of Superman. It's too divided. It will never unite. You cannot appease everybody. And they're scared of it. They're scared to want to at least make a version of Superman that they'll appease certain people, and appease some fans, and gather people around it. Hence why they greenlit Tyler Hoechlin's Superman. They greenlit Brandon Routh's Superman. They greenlit all these versions of Superman that we're gonna see. And now you got people talking about they want Michael B. Jordan to be Superman. That's never gonna happen. If that happens, no one's gonna watch it. No one's gonna care. They're gonna think this is another pandering. And people will say, "Well, there was a black Superman in the comics." For what? They only did that because of Barack Obama was Superman. I mean, was freaking president. That's it. That's the only reason why they introduced Calvin Calvin Cans or whatever his name was. I forgot his damn name. He was the Kal-El of the. He was the Black Superman. That's the only reason why they created that character. He was supposed to be a representation of Barack Obama. And he was president of the United damn States. It was a pandering job. And it was stupid. And it was garbage. And you want that to be your Superman. Get the heck out of here. Move on. That's stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid. You're gonna base your whole defense of a black Superman on the pure fact that it was created as a pandering tool, and they barely move forward with that character. They have never touched that character since they did the multiplicity storyline when they introduced what happened to his universe during Final Crisis, and also during the the whole time when they found out that Brainiac was the one that encased all those universes in his bubbles. So don't give me this crap. Don't give me this crap. So I hope that Henry Cavill gets the Superman role. I really do. I really hope he gets it. I really hope that a lot of people will stand behind him and just give him the give him an opportunity to show us that he can become that Superman. Same goes for Gal. Same goes for Jason. Same goes for freaking Ezra. And same goes for Ray. Hope they get it back. And I hope they can pull Ben back into the situation. But I have a feeling Ben is not going to come back. He is moved the hell on. So like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe down below, hit the bell, and I'll try to have some more videos out. This is actually this is gonna be my last video for a while. I'm probably not gonna have any video. I'm not gonna have any videos out for a while, mainly because it's Christmas, and also it's gonna be revolving around getting back to New Year's, and I do want to sit back and enjoy the holiday season. I hope that all of you do, and you guys have a great one. Merry Christmas. Bye.